Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But now let's talk about Terra Luna Classic. Because Terra Luna Classic is making some moves that a lot of people have not seen for quite some time. It has reached that $1 billion market cap, which I discussed in my previous update. And we're going to take a look at what's happening with the price right now and what is yet to come. So, if you like these kind of updates, smash that like button, hit that red subscribe button, and also let me know in the comments if you want to see more Lunc updates, and I will bring you guys just that. So if we're looking at the entire markets today is December the 3rd. We're in a Sunday over the weekend, and we have seen BTC literally right now, just a minute ago, hit $40,000 BTC once again, and this is huge milestone. We're of course in a bull market. If you think this is not a bull market, let's wake up and rethink that. Terra Luna Classic has been absolutely killing it over the past week. You guys can see this for yourself. On the weekly time frame, Terra Luna Classic is up 93.3%, and on the daily time frame it's up a staggering 32.9%, and of course on the monthly it's up 200%. So nonetheless, it is really gaining a lot of traction, and ustc as well, up almost 500%. So let's take a look at the price, see what is happening, what are some next targets that we could be aiming for. But before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So what we've seen happen with Terra Luna Classic over the past 2 weeks is that we've killed 2 zeros, and you guys can see we're currently sitting at 19448, up 32.8% in both Bitcoin and USD comparative. It's going back into the top 50 spot, guys. That's massive. Let's face that is massive, especially for a project that is community driven at this point. It needs the community backing, and despite that fact, because let's face it, the amount of interest Terra Luna Classic is nowhere near what it had at the peak of the last bull cycle prior to the crash. But this rally that we're seeing is showing the tremendous amount of the community support. But of course, one thing is that the entire crypto market is pumping as well, which is one of the factors a lot of people tend to ignore. I think Terra Luna Classic was due for a massive upset, and I think whales did see the opportunity. And of course, huge developments came out as well with the Binance massive burn, which really brought more new investors, more confidence, and that's what is causing this massive explosion, in my opinion. If we're looking at the market cap, 1.1 billion, which is nice to see, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $700 million, which is of course really nice to see as well. A lot of speculation going on whether or not it's going to start getting listed on other exchanges once again, but you guys can see Binance recent burning 3.9 billion Lunc tokens, representing trading fees from October 31st to November 29th, contributed to the surge. The evolution of Lunc's burn mechanism, initially set at 100% and later adjusted to 50%, adds an interesting layer to its recent price dynamic. And I've discussed this with you guys in the previous update. The biggest thing Terra Luna Classic has for itself, and I've said this from the beginning, a lot of people don't tend to realize how big this really is, and that is Binance support. Binance has been supporting the revival. It's sticking with the community, really doing these massive burns, which is a huge plus point, because Binance at the end of the day is the biggest exchange in the cryptocurrency market. And I've shared with you guys before, this can attract more interest from other centralized exchanges, especially the big ones. And if this gets ramped up, if these burns really start occurring more often, this can attract more viewers and of course more potential investors, and that's what's happening right now. What Terra Luna Classic right now is, it's a speculative play, of course, and it's a massive speculative play. The amount of risk that's associated with Terra Luna Classic is extremely high, of course, because like I said, it's a community driven revival, and people are looking at it from a high risk, high reward ratio. And that's where the excitement of people is coming, because if this really does make a massive comeback, then guess what? People are going to make a lot of money. So that's where people think of Terra Luna Classic, because they see it from a reward to risk ratio, and people think that this is going to do the impossible, because of course right now, like I've said, if you still take a look at majority of the markets, I'm not talking about the Terra Luna Classic community, I'm talking outside of that, majority of the people still are bearish. People think that this is whale manipulation, and this won't last long term. And like I said, this is where the risk factors come into play. This is way more riskier compared to some other coins, and reason why, because this has seen a massive collapse, and this does not have as much interest as other coins. So obviously the community is pretty much the huge factor, and of course massive burns. But nonetheless, you guys can see last update we were talking about this resistance if you watched my video, and I said if we're able to break out of this resistance, I can see $1 billion market cap, and sooner rather than later, you guys can see we pushed up to levels we have not seen since the beginning of this year, guys. So this right here is a historic move. Nonetheless, pretty much Terra Luna Classic did have a huge bear market, as well as the entire market did, of course, a lot of FUD as well. We saw the price go all the way down to this 5 to 8 cents mark, and if you were accumulating, let's say you are a huge Terra Luna Classic bull, you think it is going to make that revival, and let's say you were dollar cost averaging in just in October, guess what, you are up right now about 235%, and that's insane. And for ustc, people are up about 5x, which is literally absurd. So if we're looking at BTC, Bitcoin momentum is great. That is shifting in the entire space right now. If you look at it on the daily time frame, majority of the coins are in green. Some are a little bit in red, and the reason as to why a little bit of red is happening is because Bitcoin dominance is picking up with Bitcoin price. So that does cause that correlation to play. But overall, the entire market is positively correlated, and as far as Terra Luna Classic is concerned, it is outpacing BTC right now, and a lot of eyes on it. A lot of people are getting excited, and right now, if the price of Terra Luna Classic is able to hold above this resistance, guys, if we're able to close the daily here, let me give you guys a quick refresh live to see what I am saying here. Terra Luna Classic, KuCoin, hourly. Oh gosh, there we go. So you guys can see, so far where that previous resistance is playing as the level of support. If the price of Terra Luna Classic is able to hold and actually close above this resistance, I'm expecting that this can run up even more. I think it has steam for itself, and the momentum is definitely there. But let me know down below, guys, at the end of the day, where do you see Terra Luna Classic trading at in the next bull market? Where could you see the market valuation at? And do you really think we will see more exchanges come and start supporting it? That's of course the biggest question. And some people are coming in saying this is not whale manipulated, but we need to really think again. Manipulation does occur. Whales are looking for different opportunities, so that is also a huge factor that could be going on. But nonetheless, the Binance news is massive, which I've said from the beginning, and the reason as to why this project even has eyes on itself is because of Binance support, and a lot of people overlook that. But you guys really want to pay attention how big Binance support really is, and how this helps other exchanges come in and start supporting it as well. But that is it for today's update. Of course, I will keep you guys updated. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments, and other than that, it's been your boy Crypto ZX, and peace out.